Okie dokie. Welcome to the start of a new anime review series. This one's not going to be as long as Ephria. This one's going to be roughly 3 episodes. This one is the first episode covering the first 3 episodes of the series, which this is basically covering the series The Quintessential Quintuplets. Yes, a series based upon a manga that pretty much started in 2017, ended just early this year back in February. Ended after 122 chapters. I have read the first 32 chapters, which is what was adapted for the series. Well, for this one season, anyways. Now, there is season 2 coming. Now, I heard initially this was supposed to come out in October this year, which basically 2 months from now was originally supposed to come out, but because everything gets delayed, we decided that the studio who made this series had to move it to frickin' January of next year. Yes, everything has to be frickin' delayed because of this stupid pandemic. Okay, moving on. The story for this series is simply this. The main character, whose name is Fito Usagi, in the English dub is voiced by Josh Grail, very good voice actor, is hired to tutor 5 quintuplets, twin sisters. And now, their names are, they're known as Nico Quintuplet. You have Ika. She is the one with the short hair you can see here in the picture. Yeah, she's the one with the short hair. Yeah, she is like the type of being the older sister. She's pretty much like not a character that gets a lot of focus in the first 3 episodes. And then you have Nico with butterflies in her hair. There's an episode, the only episode focused on her where, now the main thing of the series is that Fuko, he is hired by the head of the family, later to be with his stepfather, this is what I've read, to tutor the 5 girls so they won't fail their midterm exam. Yep, he wants them to pass, all 5 of these girls, which he didn't know they were sisters until the youngest sister of them. Now these are the other 5 sisters. Nico was the second child. Third was Miko. Yeah. Then you have Yosambi, who has like a ribbon tied hair like bunny ears. Yeah. When I saw this, I'm like, really? 2 series in a row. We have a character who looks like she has bunny ears. Of course. And finally, you have Isakaki, which when I first saw her, she's voiced by Tina Bedard. Now, the thing with this woman is, when I first saw her, I thought I saw Mio from Test of the Soon Devil. Why? They look very similar hair color, the length of the hair is very similar. The only difference is the clothing. Yeah, one thing that remains the same with these 2 girls is the face. Very similar face. Yeah. Now, pretty much, she's the first sister introduced in the series. Now, eventually, she also introduced the elder sister. He meets the sister slowly one by one. He thought these girls were all close friends sharing an apartment together. Nope, they're all sisters. All the same age. Yeah. And basically claim, oh yeah, I live here too, even though he really doesn't. And he volunteers to tutor the girls. Yep, he has hired 2 of them. Despite the fact none of them want to tutor. Now, I should point out, though, how they introduce these characters' personalities is almost all in basically hide in the room. When they go to the eldest one's room, they open it, they show it a couple times, where it's a mess, and apparently she loves sleeping to frickin' noon. Yes, no idea why, just as she does. And these girls are really terrible at studying. First time he tries to get them to study, like, he eats like cookies, and then he's given a drink of water. Later, they'll be drugged when the younger sister basically brings him home. Yeah, and apparently she found out where he lived based on his student handbook he kept on him, which also had a picture inside of it. Now, that is a key plot point that, from what I've read, is not explored till later. Yeah, there's this girl who's in there, and don't know who this person is, not explored till later. And then we choose to his adorable little sister. Yep, his sister shows up in this episode. The father shows up too, except he doesn't say anything. He only appears for like one episode. This one. Yep, Riha, who was a great little sister, who apparently is also a good cook as well. And well, since of course we have Izakaki just happily there, like, oh, is this one of your students? Why don't you come and have dinner? And it's a nice dinner, and of course, well, she does well accept the fact that she's tutored him. And well, it's so revealed that well, we have the second sister, the second to last sister. Apparently, she's good with athletics, and well, then we also have the third sister, which they focus on her in episode 2, where she's a very slow runner, and she has a thing for reading about warlords. Yep, she loves Japanese history. Yep, and the second eldest sister really doesn't want to study. She has no interest in it at all. Girl, you need to graduate. And she basically, one point, in the second study session, and everybody leaves because everything's like, oh, girls practice, go to the library, go to work at 2. Yep. And then they try cooking for them so they won't study. And it's like in both food. And they have to study anyways. And like one person ends up studying, and Miko of course gets yeah, then he leaves. Then he comes back because he forgot his flashcards, so he's invited back up by Miko. Not Miko, it's invited up by Miko. Yeah. And just by sheer coincidence, when he's coming up, Nino is taking a shower. No, we do not see any naughty bits in here. We just see a naked girl taking a shower, and the time she's seen, she's out of the shower. She's basically covers herself in a towel. She's drying herself off. Oh, and also she cannot see because she has contact lenses. No one knew anything about it until she brought it up. And they're looking for it. They can't exactly find it at one point because, well, one of the cabinets got books in it for some reason. I have no idea why. Yeah, this is a 2-story apartment to live in. And, like, they got an aquarium in there. And on the second floor is, like, all their bedrooms. And the kitchen is very, very small for a kitchen. Yeah, I would think these girls would get a better place, but nope. They get this place. Okay, fine. From look at this place, the rent for this place must be extremely high. Like, how high do I think this one might be? Well, average rent in the United States can range from $200 to $500 per month. That is just my estimated guess. I don't know what exact number. This place looks like it's about $3,000 to $10,000 a month, maybe more. But this is probably, if you equip it to Japanese yen, it's probably higher. The only reason why the girls can afford this because they come from a very rich family. Yes. And when he asks to help us over to save her, then we have the youngest of us take a picture of them. Yeah, this is from the manga that this is based on. And oh yeah, we need to kick him out of the apartment or other punishment, Shinpakuto, and he's like, that's what we're doing it. And it's easy to point out though that this was not basically him forcing her on her like they claim that she is. And the younger sister basically is basically abstaining from this because she was at basketball practice. Yep, and she also asked to join the team. Okay. Yeah, it's easily written off as simply an accident and basically protecting it from books. Okay, fine. And of course, Nino decides to leave the apartment, though after having a conversation with her, he realizes, yeah, probably should come back the next day. And of course, also is shown that, well, dinner's ready, but he was going to go home, and he changed his mind and comes right back. Yep. And that's pretty much what happens in these 3 episodes. It's quite interesting what happens. It was like, a lot of the time these characters are put in romantic situations. And also, the main character apparently has a thing against high school romance. He is basically against people having it, he just doesn't want it at the moment. Like, all he's interested in studying, yeah. And it's also kind of hinted at that Miko. I thought this was quite hilarious. The fact that, well, oh yeah, Miko's got a crush on him. That's why she takes his side. It's not explicitly revealed. It's probably hinted at. It's hinted at all 5 girls that got a thing for him. Yeah, this guy must be one lucky son of a gun to have these 5 sisters, these beautiful women, all in love with him. But which one? It's implied they might be, but it probably explored later. Yeah, but not much else to say about the 3 episodes, but there's that. Yep, now, next year for this series, I'm actually going to discuss episodes 4 through 8. Yeah, it's going to be 5 episodes. There's something like 8 that's kind of start the final arc of the season. But I kind of feel like starting it up because I just simply feel like it. Plus, it also wraps up the second arc of the season. Yeah, and here's kind of the strange thing. The next arc is simply like 7 chapters. Adapted for 2 episodes. No joke, there's this. And you have 3 episodes adapt pretty much like 8 freaking chapters. Yeah, they pretty much increased the number of chapters adapted for the series after the first 3 episodes. I don't know why, but they do. And apparently, in a period of about 12 episodes, they only cover the first 32 chapters, which is interesting at best. I mean, with the series over, could they possibly cover the rest of the series? Who knows? It depends on what the creators of the series want to do. Oh, and the creators, the one who does the anime is. It is done by, well, the first season is Nakano Productions, and with season 2, it's a completely different studio. It's Barbara Animation Studios. Nakano Productions, yeah, it's the same company that made Astro Boy, the 1980 and 2003 version. Yep. Let's see. Was any other series I've seen that they made? Let's see. Other ones I watched aside from this one? Nope. Well, there's Hotline 7 Demon Lord, but that's not coming next year. Well, it's interesting to know that they made this series, but they chose not to do season 2 for some reason. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Yeah, Barbary Studios was a series that was only found 3 years ago, and this is only the second series they've done, which is interesting. They've done this basically because I'm looking at this, I'm like, wow, it's like, okay, so they've done 2 TV shows and 2 movies. Well, they've only released officially like 1 movie. Same movie's come out in a couple months, but yeah, this company is not that old. Nope. Yeah. But not much else to say about the Quintessential Quintuplets. Also, they're published by the same company who publishes Fairy Tail and Attack on Titan and a bunch of his series now published by Viz Media. Yeah, it's quite interesting though when it comes to manga that I've read. Usually it's published by Viz Media, Tokyo Pop, or even Kosha Comics. Yep, but not much else to say about Quintessential Quintuplets. So yeah, that's it for this review. My next review of the newest chapter of One Punch Man. And it's really quick. And after that, it will be a review of new chapter Alexis. Now, I do have a comic corner I want to do, but I think I'll save that for tomorrow. Okay? See you next video. Bye.